I haven't given him my name because that's the most precious thing I give people. My name, that he can use my name, even if he wants to change his name to be Stivo Simbo Boy Motua. I gave him that. I think no, it doesn't have to be next month. Yeah. Just show me to me that we can connect him and then connect him with some of these.
By the end of the year, we can try to do something and have him make a tour to Finland.
Very well. I'm good.
Tuko hapa hivi tunataka kusikia maoni kutoka kwako. You posted something about Stivo Boy and we want to hear more about it.
Actually, you guys brought that story to my attention, and I promised that I'll look for Simbo Boy, and I got him today. We had a very good conversation and a very beautiful lunch. We shared, and I met him with his wife and some of his friends, and we had a beautiful time. When I met him, he said his desire is to become an ambassador for the campaign against drug abuse. And I immediately called the CEO of NACADA, Professor John Muteti, and he agreed. He gave him an appointment on Monday. We are also working to make him an ambassador for the youth, for Music Corporate Society of Kenya. And, to connect him with producers, we are looking at ways in which we can support his music career. I realize he's not a member of MCSK. So I registered him immediately. I paid for him to be able to join, and I think tomorrow we'll be bringing the catalog of his music so that they're in our record, and we can start marketing him both locally and internationally, connect him to opportunities. Our desire is to build the youth, to give them opportunities, even to link them with people like this. These guests who are coming to Kenya, some of them who can take him very far. Bunny here is a product of this kind of networks. Our hope is that Simbo Boy will not go on with that kind of challenges that he has been facing, that will turn his story around. So more than money, opening the opportunity. We had good lunch. I don't want to say what we did because I'm a Christian and believe that what you give is not for publicity. But we connected with NACADA, and we are following up so many other opportunities. And he's going to be our ambassador for the youth on this kind of challenges that are facing the country. So drug abuse is a national menace, and it's one of the areas that our government is focusing on. So a talent like that was able to produce a song against drug and substance abuse, even without any support from government, I think is a very useful tool and a vehicle for supporting our young people. So we're going to work with it.
We have so many artists that we are working with, but since we are daktari
Nasema kuweka kwa sport. Unajua, hiyo simple. Mlileta hiyo story. Haikuwa ya Bunny, hiyo ni story yangu hiyo. Na niliona na Stivo. Hana shida. Tutamsupport Sasa kama kuna opportunity Bunny ataleta na tutamuomba sana. Ngine tugoa hatutaki mumweke kwa sport. Akae kama amejicommit kitu ambayo amefanya.
Maybe we can do projects for him.
Absolutely.
We can commit to few projects for him. You see? And then also commit to
I wish you can travel to Finland. Yeah. Just that.
It's only that the next group which is traveling next month, I already have got the visa.
No, it doesn't have to be next month. Yeah. Just show me that we can connect him and then connect him with some of these.
By the end of the year, we can try to do something and have him make a tour to Finland and maybe some other places.
So absolutely. Maybe daktari, Stivo need someone maybe close, do you have that plan?
That's actually what we agreed with him.
Okay.
Before his wife and his friends, we agreed that I'll be his mentor. We agreed that we are going to be having regular meetings. We came up with a schedule. On Monday we are together, and I'm taking him to the CEO of NACADA, even though the CEO said, "Oh, Nectar, you don't have to be there," but I'll take him. But we agreed more than money. That's why I'm saying the opportunity. I gave him 3 hours today. We had lunch together in a big hotel. We had good lunch, and we laughed together. We enjoyed. We took photos. We shared. And I think he came out of that place inspired. I want to spend time with him. He's like my son, and I'm going to stand with him. We also agreed some of this great music that he has that has not been produced, we can help him to produce. We agreed to get him lawyers to be able to sign contract so that he doesn't fall into the same challenges where he has been kind of exploited or fallen out, and he doesn't even have the contract, so we didn't know how to help. Because if you signed a contract that you don't have a copy, it's immoral, first of all. So we are going to follow that matter. But we agreed we'll do it out of cameras so that we reconcile him with his agent and ensure that if there's a problem, we resolve it quietly and amicably. But I'm his mentor. He has a father. I promised here Last week, was it last week? I promised here that I'll stand with him. I look for him. Eventually today we enlarge with Stivo Simbo. And I think it's not, it's the first but not the last. I'll stand with him and he has amended. And now connecting. So nice to hear Bunny committing. I know this is an ambush, but really, if we can get Steve to Finland, get him to work with Bunny in whatever capacity, because he's a young boy and he's very unique in so many ways. His creativity is amazing. He's so unique in his own genre of music. So there's a lot that is coming up for him. Let's not preempt, but suffice to say, you can't quantify what we achieved today in terms of money. Money was involved at very little minimal level, which are not disclosed, but you can't quantify having a mentor, having time. I gave him 3 hours. That's I value my time, so that's a lot of money. And I called the CEO of Nakada. He was very excited, and he gave him an appointment. Look at that. So you can't quantify. Every support doesn't have to be monetary. I think giving people your time and advice and standing with them is more important than money.
Maybe a last question.
Yes. So you advise young generation that at 30 they should be the background.
Yes, you can't blame your poor background when you are 30 years old. You know, at 30, in an ideal situation, someone is making a family, you are either getting married or you have a child or children. At 30, you can't keep blaming others. You own your story and take responsibility for your action and inaction, so that you are the background. You know, my dad says he's the father to Mutua. To introduce himself, that gives me a lot of fulfillment. It's more than money can buy. And the thing is, it's not because we were rich. I decided, I made up my mind around that age, and we are many in our family, that I'm not going to be whining and blaming everybody. And it was not easy. People think I'm saying this because I've made it in life. When I took over my parents 30 years ago, I was in school. And I decided we are over 10, but my parents are my parents alone. And I started building them. I would get 5,380 for boom, and spare more than I have to just renovate their house, because a snake got into the house and bit my mom. So it's out of my own experience. But we are many. Right now, I decided that I cannot refer to my background in terms of why I'm not succeeding in life. And it's not because it was easy. What I'm saying is we need to change the mentality so that we are positive about life, that we know that no matter where you come from or who you are, no matter the challenges you have gone through, you can write your own story. And at around 30, in an ideal Kenyan situation or African situation, you are old enough to stop blaming anybody for your challenges. Own your story, get out there, roll your sleeves, and build your own life.
Okay, Daktari, last question. Those people maybe wamekuwa Stivo says sasa ameanza another new chapter.
Yes.
Maybe what message do you have for them? You don't know.
No. For me, because I also faced that when you guys posted what you posted, that I was looking for him. I think I got about 100 people who are masquerading as Stivo. I'm with him and so on. I think it's very easy to fall in those temptations, and I took a lot of time to advise him and the wife. Yes, if you are called, honor the invitation, but be careful and probably get an ancient who is with you, who stands with you and who is going to mentor you. And I think I've been given him my name, because that's the most precious thing I give people, my name, that he can use my name, even if he wants to change his name to be Stivo Simbo Boy Mutua. I gave him that. I think that's enough. You will not be exploited. It's easy. There are people take advantage of our young people. Stivo Simbo Boy with a song, even that Vijana Tuache Meandarati alone should have changed his life. People take advantage. Sometimes people exploit these young people out of ignorance. They don't sign the right contract. I'll be there now to ensure that he's not exploited, nobody takes advantage of it. I'm not him alone. I think it's a policy of the government to mentor these young people, and the ones who are talented to be shown the way. And the same way we deal with our elites, where we get the managers, where they know which competition to enter. We are going to do the same with our artists. So we connect them with good people like Bunny here, who can open the world and opportunities for them. And this is what we are going to do with Stivo Simbo.
Thank you so much.
Asante sana. It was my pleasure. Asanteni sana. Thank you.